Welcome to the show. It is me, your girl Labora Lee, and
You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast.
yeah. Hey, tonight I'm trying to make sure we don't have any technical difficulties because on Monday it was crazy. I had to trim the audio down so I could upload it, so our people could hear what was actually going on and not that like long blank space in the beginning. It was it was nuts. But shit happens. Today though is Wet Wednesday. Today, Wet and Wire Wednesday. Today is the day that we talk about the things that some are taboo and salacious, some are just things that piss us off on pair. Like it just is. I'm gonna play this quick commercial and I'll be right back. 15 seconds, I promise it's not even gonna take me that long. You can hold on for 15 seconds. I'll be right back.
Want last minute brand design help? Get top tier Fiverr freelance creatives at your fingertips fast with secure payments and 24/7 support. Head to fiverr.com today and get something started.
Okay, I'm back. The phone lines are open if you would like to join the conversation. The phone line is 443 850 4828. Again, the number is 443 850 4828. Feel free to call in. You will be on air, so I must warn you in advance. Or if you would like to come on camera, ask me to drop the link and I will. I got some things on my mind, but before I get to these things, it was one video that I have to play because it is my favorite. Hold on, I gotta find it. My favorite video right now. I don't think I could live without this video right now. And it's a short one, but it's hardcore. Hold on, let me find where I put it at. I'm trying to tell you. Here it goes. Check this out. This is my favorite video. Check this out.
Oh my God! What in the... Mama, come get out! Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Grab the girl hand! Oh Lord! Oh!
I love that video. I do. I really do. That's how cats get down. We don't play like you don't go and play with us. But anyway, let's talk about some things. Last night, well, I think I started early yesterday. Said some things, may have rubbed a few people the wrong way. I stand by what I said, right? So the first thing I want to discuss that I spoke on, because I'm getting tired of hearing about this situation, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second. But let me get to what I said verbatim because I don't want to be giving y'all some bull. I want to say what I said. I do, and I feel the way I feel, and nobody's gonna make me feel any way about it. But I'm gonna get into a couple of things because I'm wired. I'm really wired right now. And it is what it is. I'm just going to talk about it. First things first, because there's a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about me, but I'm going to make it very clear today. So, the first thing that I said was this, and this was in reference to the situation that is going down that has the world in an uproar. I'm tired of talking about it because I talk about it a lot, especially on Media Mondays, right? But I didn't put a name on it because I didn't feel like it needed a name. I just felt like the thing that needed to be said, I said. So the first thing that I said yesterday was, listen, y'all, if you want to do and say whatever it is that you want, do not form partnerships with major corporations. Now, I could have been talking about myself because once upon a time, I did have a partnership with Google, right? I could have been talking about anybody, but of course, they made it about the situation. So I let them run with it. A lot of people were in their feelings about what I said, but what I said was the truth. Like, you can't tell somebody how to run their business, especially if it's their business. It's been their business for years. This corporation has been here for years, and then you want to come in and do what you want to do. I don't have to do business with you if I don't want to, even if we have a contract. If you do something that is a reflection upon my company, and it has a major well, not a major, but it has a serious a serious reflection because I deal with people of all sorts. I'm not gonna let you come in and disrupt my business. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. And that's not personal, that's business. Some of y'all need to go and take a course in business, right? And see how things work and how they run when it comes with these corporations. So that was the first thing I said. I'm not really going to get into what was said back to me, but that's what I said. I said what I said, and that's how I feel. And like, if you have a problem with that, then oh well, I don't really give a shit. But yeah, I said that to make a point. You can't, like, when it comes to business, your business cannot be dictated by one person. If you don't want to have a business relationship with said people, you do not. I'm gonna keep going because I got a lot to say tonight. Like I just a lot, right? So the next thing I talked about, which was in reference to the person, but kind of not, because I referenced another person who was in the cancel culture, and what I said was this. So they so-called cancel R. Kelly, but did they really? How many artists that you listen to have songs that are favorites that were produced and written by him? He is still around in one way or another. I'm just saying, you can't cancel the music. So I'm not saying I'm like, oh, R. Kelly, team R. Kelly. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is just a lot of artists out here, and I'm tell you why I said that. It's a lot of artists out here right now in the world that have hits that were created by R. Kelly. And to be honest with you, they still get requested. It might not be necessarily radio, but not many people listen to the radio. But it might be they might go on YouTube and type, "Oh, I want to hear this song because it's a throwback," or "Oh, I want to hear this music because this." You feel me? And so people are still looking for those records. No, maybe they don't know that R. Kelly wrote those records, but they do, including Michael Jackson, Joe, Benny Siegel. These are all people he has producer credits for and writing credits for. Aaliyah. Dang, who else was on that list? It was Maxwell. It's other people that he has worked with and written hits for, and they still get played. So did they really cancel him? His music still lives. That was my point. But I said that to say this. Ye is going through whatever he's going through. Everybody's cutting ties and people don't want to work with him. First, let's just start by saying this. That man is not broke. He will be okay. Everybody got jokes and everybody got something to say. And it is what it is. But there are a lot of people that he's written and produced for. So even if they try to cancel them, are they going to snatch these people's music off of whatever? No, they're not. Are they going to snatch Jay-Z's music down? No, they're not. Are they going to snatch music from Beyonce down? Absolutely fucking not. Are they going to snatch music down from Rihanna? Definitely not. And so on and so forth and so on and so forth. John Legend, there are many people that he's, yeah, they canceling him in that world, the fashion world, but his music. And even and yeah, I heard that certain music platforms are snatching him down too. But guess what? You still can't take his music away because he worked with a lot of people. His hands is in a lot of people's music. So are you really canceling him? Not unless you take their music down too. And I doubt that you'll do that. That's going to be a problem. So I said that to say this. This is just a lesson for Kanye right now to calm your nerves and stop. Just stop. That's what they're saying to him. Now, the other portion of what I was saying, hold on, because I have a lot to say about this. Last night was fun. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't really take it personal, but you never know who. Sorry, let me turn my alarm off. You never know who is what, and the world is so big and so vast, and there are a variety of people in this world, but you just don't know who is what and who is when. So I've heard a lot of people talking about Jews. Well, let me inform you really quick. There are Black Jews in this world. I happen to be one. No, I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. I am a Jewish person. I read I'm into the Torah, the Tanakh, and the Talmud. You feel me? Like, I'm not Orthodox, but I am a Jew. And I watched a lot of people, especially people who, say certain things to me, and I'm not going to get into what they say to me and what they try to say to me and all of that good stuff. But what I'll say is, you just don't know who is who. There are black Jews in this world. I am one. I'll give you somebody who's basically famous. Sean, he's also one of those. In the country that he comes from, Belize, there are a lot of black Jews in Belize. So instead of pointing it to a religion, maybe point it to corporations, because when corporations come to it, it's not just one person that runs a corporation. Most corporations have a board with board members who all sit down as a collective and make decisions. Gap, Balenciaga, which they have a bigger board because they are a sub company underneath the company. Do your research. So we got Gap, Balenciaga, and Adidas, and I don't have to name all the companies, but all of these companies have board members. They sit down and they make major decisions about what it is that they want to do and what moves they want to make next. It's not a religious thing. It's not a people that make these decisions. And FYI, not everybody that sits on that board is a Jew. I need y'all to get your minds right. Get it correct. But I digress. I just wanted to make it very, very clear about you guys are saying things and you make no sense. Also, I want to say this. I'm going to get to the salacious shit in a minute. Just give me a second. I just got to get all of this off my chest because it's on my chest. So with that being said, everybody that sits on the board is not a Jew. It's not a religious thing. And being Jewish is not a racial thing. It's a faith thing. You could say it's religious, but it's spirituality, it's faith, it's religion, it's whatever, but it's not a racial thing. So I just thought I'd just fill you in real quick so you can be in the know. There are people who are not Hebrew Israelites that are Jew-ish. And yeah, the word Jew-ish is Jew-like, whatever. I'm a Jew. And I'm proud of it. And I've been seeing a lot of Jew bashing online. And it's just like, wow, that just goes to show that you just don't know who is what and what their life is like. So that was that. The last thing I want to speak on when it comes to this topic, so I can get to the rest of my stuff, is this. Some of y'all, these celebrities are too high on a pedestal for your own good, right? Some of y'all worship, which you shouldn't do, because it's like worshiping false idols. But I don't care if you're Jewish, Christian, Muslim, whatever you are. You worshiping these people, you putting them on the pedestals, they are your superheroes. But let me ask you a question. Do they really care about you? Are they paying your bills? No. If you need to go to the hospital, are they going to pay that bill? Are they going to make sure that you're good? You have kids. Are they taking care of your kids? No, they're not. I think that some of us are too grown. We're adults. So what are you doing? Like, what exactly are you doing? They're not superheroes. They bleed just like you bleed. They shit just like you shit. They piss like you piss. They're celebrities. And I guarantee you, if you walk up on them and you come at them in a way that they're not comfortable with, one, security will be on your ass. Two, they're going to ignore you and walk past you. Like, you're doing too much for a person who's not really doing much for you. I haven't seen him in any of my communities, and I don't have no beef with nothing. I mean, he said what he said. People think this is the first time that Kanye has said something that was offensive to somebody. He said George Bush didn't like black people. You think George Bush liked what he had to say? No. Barack Obama said he was an asshole. You feel me? Donald Trump, the person that he was riding with, Mr. Make America Great Again, said he was too much and he was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, people say things and do things all the time. Kanye has went on rants about his own wife. He's gone on rants about a lot of things. But yet this one right here, because he's pointing at the Jews, everybody's, oh, I stand with Kanye. Stand with Kanye. Just because I'm a Jew doesn't mean that I'm not an African American. You feel like that doesn't mean that. So I think y'all need to do y'all research and stop putting these celebrities on a pedestal. Stop worshiping them more than you worship. Because I don't see nobody out here. Everybody worried about Yeezys and what contracts Kanye don't have and what he don't have and what he not doing. I don't see you showing the same support for those who run businesses. I don't see that same support. So really, to me, my opinion, you look fucking stupid. I'm just going to be real with you. You look dumb. You out here worshiping these celebrities like they give a fuck about you. They do not. And that's just that. And so I just had to get that off my chest. It's been sitting on my chest all day. I could not wait to come live so I could tell y'all how I felt about that. Like they famous people. The world knows who they are, but they're still human beings. Kanye is a human being. He's bound to say some shit that get on your nerves. Who doesn't? Walk around your neighborhood right now and find a person in your neighborhood who gets on your nerves. Are you going to stand with them like you're trying to stand with Kanye? I'm just saying. He's a person. He's a human being. He got issues like everybody else. He dealing with divorce. He don't have his kids. His baby mama do, and he fighting for that right. He's a human being. He is not a god. He's not. I mean, well, yeah, he is because he's made in God's likeliness. But if somebody and God, Most High Heavenly Father, I'm not wishing this on this young man. I don't wish this on anybody. But if somebody came up to him right now and did something to him, brought some kind of bodily harm to him, guess what's going to happen? He's going to bleed just like you and I do. Stop worshiping these celebrities, y'all. Like, worship yourself. Worship the Most High. Don't even worship yourself. Worship the Most High. That's who you're supposed to worship. And if you don't believe in the Most High, then I don't know. You can worship whoever you want. I guess you can go back to Kanye. I guess that's your God. I don't know. But I just think I find it really strange and stupid at the same time. I'm just saying. So I thought I'd get that off my chest because it was funny. Last night was a ha and a kiki. I'm trying to tell y'all, I was online like, what? Y'all really? Like, y'all going in, y'all trying. It's so bad that y'all was really trying to debate something that's not debatable. If you want a partnership with these major corporations, then you can't say whatever it is that you want to say, and you can't be out loud. You can think it, but you're not going to continue that partnership if you're out loud with your shit. It's not rocket science. It's people. That's how people are. And that's that. And R. Kelly music still plays. Sorry, but whoever said that, I don't hear nobody asking. But the DJ came in and told you people still request R. Kelly songs when he does parties. People still ask for it. You didn't delete him. You didn't cancel him. Yeah, his body is not out here, but the spirit of his music is. Same thing with Kanye. You can never delete him or cancel him. His music is everywhere. You'd be surprised about who he works with. So that's that. So let me keep it moving. I'm going to take a brief break. I'm going to get some water. And then we're going to get into the salacious talk. I had to ask, now let me tell you what the question is for the night before we get into it. And I was doing a lot today, so please excuse my typo. Because I did have a major typo in there. I didn't say it until right before the show. And I was not about to go correct it right before I was going live. But the question is it okay to let the outside world into your private world, such as your friendships, your relationships, and, other ways like your personal private situations at work, whatever ways they come, whether it be on social media or anywhere else for that matter. Is it okay? And why is it okay, or why is it not okay? I need that question answered. I'm going to go to a brief commercial. It's only like 30 seconds long. Drink some water, and I'll be right back.
It is me, your girl, Labora Lee, and today is a new day. Today is the day that you begin your podcasting journey. Today is the day that you will begin to be heard. How do you ask? Sign up for Red Circle. I'm telling you, I've been at this podcasting game for 2 years now, and joining Red Circle was one of the best decisions that I ever made. Sign up today for free. How? Just hit the link. You'll thank me later.
I'm back. Y'all gotta stop celebrating these celebrities. They are not what's gonna keep you alive and ticking on this earth. That's just not what's gonna happen. I'm sorry. But somebody has to be honest with you. I'd rather it be me. But anyway, let's get into it. So the question is it okay to let people into your personal situation? Me personally, I don't think so. I've been, and I say little bits and pieces here and there, but you're not in it. You feel me? Like I've been in the same relationship for years now, but you don't get like I'm not on social media with it, and I don't know. I like to keep my circle really really tight. I was getting ready to say something that was off the chain, but I'm not gonna say it. But among other things, I like to keep it tight, right? So I don't really feel like people should be involved. Like social media, you might get a little post here and there, something real cute or whatever, but like I've said this many times before on this podcast, it's certain things that you don't need to know about, and you're not going to be privy to because that's mine. It's private. It's personal. It belongs to me, and it belongs to he, and it doesn't belong to you. So yeah, like if I'm arguing with him, I'm not hopping on social media to let you guys in. And I get that some people need people to vent to, but you got to watch how many people you vent to, because a couple of things can happen in that situation, right? First and foremost, you can have somebody who's preying on your downfall. They want to see you and your spouse not work out, or they want to see you and your best friend beefing, or they want to see you have a really shitty day at work, which can cause you to lose your job. You feel me? They want to see these things. I suggest and recommend to you, and let me know if I'm wrong. I suggest and I recommend to you that you keep your shit solid and you confide in the people that you are very, very close to. I got something going on. I'm not going to everybody for them to know my business. I'm going to give you an example. And I hate to give this example, but it's real. It happened in my younger years when I was young. When I was young, I was wild. I was doing what I wanted to do. But I had this person whom I thought was a friend, later found out that they weren't really a friend. And, that kind of, I'm not going to say that led to the situation at hand, but okay, let me tell the story. So anyway, I had this friend. Well, I'm not going to call her a friend. I had this associate. And we used to hang together real tough, a couple of other people as well. And she had started talking to this guy. I'm not naming no names though. She had started talking to this guy. And the one thing that she always did was call everybody on three-way with him. And I do mean everybody, myself included. And then later on, come to find out that one of the other people that we used to hang with was trying to smash. I can't even candy coat that, and she was trying to smash him. It came out to me because he and I were very cool too. It came out to her, and then she wound up having a car. I don't even know what genuinely happened, but she still hung with the person, and I think she might still hang with the person to this day. I don't know, because we're not cool. She's not even an associate at this point. But in my mind, I'm like, you put yourself in a situation because you kept bringing outside people into what should have been a very private situation. Now, later on, this is why if I'm going to tell it, I got to tell it right. Later on, many years later, she and I became unbenefited. We weren't hanging together. We weren't cool. We weren't friends. I didn't consider her a friend of mine because of some foul shit that she had did. And it's a couple of foul things that she did that she doesn't know that I know that she did, but I know. Okay. So me and her became unbenefited. And then the same gentleman and I, we were always cool. We always hung out, whatever. And like, I want to say probably like 4 or 5 years later down the line. We started kicking. No, it's probably like 2 years later. We started kicking it, and we wound up having a relationship with each other. It didn't last long, but it was what it was. I wasn't his jump off. I wasn't his side chick. I was his girlfriend. That happened, and then later on, somebody wound up telling her that he and I had dated, whatever, whatever. Wasn't nothing to hide. When she asked me, I said yes. When she asked him, he said yes. That was my girl, and I told her that was my man. But it happened, right? But here's the irony in the situation. Again, I wasn't cool with her. I ain't rock with her. He ain't rock with her. You feel me? So it happened. But what came out of that situation was my understanding that you cannot keep letting a lot of outside people into your situation, because at the end of the day, something could happen. It might not be that situation, but something could eventually happen to where as though, some messy shit can go down. So I don't think that you should let outsiders into your situation. I don't really want too many chicks hanging around my man, period. You feel me? I just don't. Not you, my friend. What you need to be around him for? That's mine. And not that I'm a jealous person. I just know how shit goes. You feel me? And especially if it's not somebody that I really, really trust and like I really, really call a friend. And when I mean really, really call a friend, I mean to the point that I can consider you like my sister. I don't want you around my man, and that's just it. I don't think everybody wants my man. I want my man though, so I don't want everybody around him. That's that. So that segues into another point. The question posed was, is it okay for your man to have friends of the opposite sex? Personally, yeah. To me, yes, it's okay. Why? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because before you became his spouse or her spouse, they knew people. They were cool with people. It was people that they knew way before they knew you. So what do you expect them to do? Cut them off because you came along? What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. That's bullshit. It's so bullshit. So, I don't mind my man having, and I'm not insecure like that. But at the same time, where the insecurities come in is if you're lying to me about situations with those friends. If they're your friend, then your friend. You shouldn't be going on dates with them. You feel me? Like, and it shouldn't be a situation where you go somewhere with them and I can't know about it. Because then that's sneaky. It should be to the point where I should be able to be around these people too if they're just your friend, you feel me? And vice versa. If I have people around me, well, I don't really hang with that many people, but let's just say I have a male friend and he's just a friend and that's all he is. I should be feel comfortable enough to bring him around you as well because it's innocent. It's not nothing going on there. So do I think it's okay for, your significant other to have friends of the opposite sex? Yes, I do. And if they can't, then that's an insecurity within you, and you should probably work on that. I'm just saying. So, yeah, okay. I think all of those things. Okay, no, so then we can keep it moving. We're gonna get to the salacious. It's just I got it arranged a certain kind of way. So the next thing is, if you decide to cheat on your spouse, is it a mistake? I don't believe so. Because you could stop yourself before you go there. You could totally stop the shit. You could totally be like, I got to think about it. I got this person here that really loves me and really rocks with me. And you cannot let the temptation take over. So is it a mistake? Absolutely fucking not. But, that's just my opinion. I know people I've heard so many times in my own personal life and in other people's personal lives where people is like, oh, I did it, but it was a mistake. I didn't mean to. You don't mistakenly open up your legs, and you definitely don't mistakenly stick your penis in somebody's vajayjay. I'm sorry, and I shouldn't have said that, but this is why I'm never going to get monetized, but it's cool. But you don't accidentally stick your private area anywhere, and you don't accidentally open up your legs. You know what you're doing when you're doing it. And before you do it, you also know that you got somebody over there that rock with you. are you really willing to throw it away because of a so-called mistake? It's not a mistake, honey. You did it. It is what it is. Does insecurity destroy a relationship? Yes, it does. One thing that I'm a firm believer in is I'm never gonna ask another woman about what it is that my man is doing. If it looks crazy, I'm going to him. I really am. I'm going straight to him. I don't want to talk to no other chick because see, people can conspire and make things up to make, and especially if she rock with you, she can conspire to make things up and be like, no, I don't deal with him, but really she is. Oh, that's just my cousin, but really it's not. You feel me? Like, I don't believe in that. The people that are family, because there are extended family members, like people that are like cousins or like relatives, that don't mean you smashing them. But don't believe that you should walk around and insecurity will definitely kill a relationship. Let's keep it moving. Do you think that I'm cheating because you were accused? Do you like, does that make an excuse? Absolutely fucking not. Just because somebody accused you of cheating, I know it gets tiring, fellas, because y'all the ones that get that the most. But that doesn't give you an excuse to go out there and do it. Just break up with her and leave her alone if she's annoying you that much about what she think is your cheating habit. I'm just saying. But you don't cheat because you've been accused of cheating. You just stupid. Respect and loyalty. Let's get to it. Respect, a feeling of deep admiration for a person or something, elicited by their abilities, qualities, or achievements. Number two, do regard for the feelings, wishes, rights, and traditions of others. Number three, admire, the verb version, to admire someone or something deeply as a result of their abilities or qualities or achievements. Hold on, we ain't finished because I want to jump to this other definition. It's very important to understand what things mean before you use the word. Loyalty, the quality or state or an insistence of being loyal. Loyal, what does it mean to be loyal? Because it goes deep. Loyal, to be loyal, faithful, in allegiance to someone, to one's lawful sovereign or government. People are loyal to, people are loyal to Kanye right now, obviously. Faithful to a private person to whom faithfulness is due, like a loyal husband, a loyal wife. Faithful to a cause, ideal, custom, institution, or product. You could be a loyal churchgoer or a loyal fan of somebody, like how people are of Kanye right now, even though I'm just not going to go there. I'm tired of talking about him. But anyway, loyalty and respect have two different definitions. They coincide, but at the same time mean two different things. You can have respect for a person but not be loyal to them, but you can also be very loyal to a person and lose respect for them, which cause you to be unloyal. So it runs deep. You feel me? I just wanted to dig into that because I think that people have that twisted. Next question. Who loves deeper, men or women? I don't have an answer for that, but I'll say this. We each love differently. I think that sometimes, fellas, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that sometimes, it annoys you guys with how we love, but you can't tell a person how to love. They love you the way that they love you, and you either accept it or you don't. If you don't keep, stringing them along. Let them go. Ladies, because of how men are set up, if they love you, they definitely go hard for you. Don't play with his emotions and don't string him along. Like, don't. Be real in the shit that you're saying. But I can't really talk about who loves deeper and who doesn't. We've already talked about the judgment thing because people don't know what and who and who's what and where they are, but we'll move past it. And we've talked about people relationships work better when there's only two of you in the relationships and you keep people out of your business. We've talked about that as well. Keep people out your business. If you want a long lasting, happy relationship, keep people the fuck out of your business. But we got something else to talk about. Let's talk about sexual ego. And then we're gonna talk about this other thing. And where we at on time? We good. Oh yeah, we got a couple of things on the agenda. But let's talk about sexual ego. And there's a reason why I want to talk about this, because nobody ever talks about it. Like, it's very important. So let me get to where I need to go. Let's talk about it. Do I go to a commercial? I don't think I want to. I think I'll wait before I get to the love. But when it comes to sex, we all have different quirks and different things. Your ego, your sexual ego is basically your ego. It's a sense of self-importance, and I'm talking about in the bedroom, though. Your ego keeps you alive. Because it makes sure that you have self-interest enough to feed yourself and keep yourself living and all of those things. So, but it keeps you alive because if you have a little sexual ego when it comes to the bedroom, like, you go in there confident and ready to go, right? So what can you do to kill the sexual ego? Because all egos, an ego is good, but it can also be a turn off at the same time. So what can you do to kill your sexual ego? So no single sexual is no particular technique will ever work for all people, men or women. Like, I know we be out here thinking like, I'm this in the bedroom, I'm not that. We're not perfect in the bedroom. Shit, hell, I get insecure from time to time in the bedroom. That's just what it is. Even though it's very intriguing to be able to lump everybody into one easy category, but I told y'all, stop doing that shit. Stop putting people in a box. Just do the one thing and they'll all love it. That's untrue. The human sexual arousal response doesn't work like that. So how do you make sure that you're showing up as showing up as your sexual best, your sexual best self for your partner? How do you get rid of the bad sexual conditioning that teaches you to be, rigid in the bedroom? Well, ask your partners that you had before. I ask questions to my partner now, and I want to know. I hope he don't lie to me though. But ask your former and lovers as well. Ask your current lover, but ask your former lovers as well. What are their thoughts on your sexual performance? Because you, in essence, that's the person that you are trying to please, the current one, and then the ex. You might have been horrible in bed and they just didn't tell you. I hope nobody did that to me though. But you want to know, you feel me? You want to know if you're doing things to pleasure them, because at the end of the day, it's not just about you, it's about them too. Ask your friends what their opinion is, or what their opinion is of you as a potential sexual partner. Like, are they attracted to you? Would they smash? What do they think that you would do to them? I mean, just ask these questions. I'm not saying go do it, but you can ask questions. Create a safe space for you and your partner to open up to each other. You feel me? You got to be able to have these conversations and not be scared, because then you're never going to know if your partner is happy as well. Acknowledge what your greatest tools are. Is it your mouth? Is it, what is it? You got to know. You got to know these things. Just a few tips to just help y'all out. Now, ladies, the male sexual ego is less fragile than many women believe. Like, we think that it's going to shatter them. Apparently, it does not. How else can you learn? Well, how else could they learn what it is that women want and need? So many women, and this came from a focus group, because, I like to dive deep. I don't just like to just base it upon what I think. I like to go to experts. But so yeah, this is a psychological thing. So I went to psychology today. Many women in one focus group revealed that they felt frustrated and unsatisfied without orgasms during sex, but did not tell their partners. That happens a lot. People are afraid to tell each other what it is that they need. Many men prefer to be coached sexually, especially if their partner includes praise for what they do like, positive feedback, and positive feedback afterwards. Make a list of sexual requests ordered from easiest to hardest to discuss. Um, it can be a good jumping off point for a sexual discussion. So that's that. I just needed to let you guys know about the sexual ego because we don't think, like, everybody thinks that they have it all figured out, but we don't really necessarily have it all figured out. I want to know. I ask questions. And I know my dude probably like, what is wrong with this lady? But it's not necessarily that it's something wrong with me. I just need to know these things so that I can be a better lover for him. That's just what it is. I want to be a better lover. I want to know what it is that you need. It's things that I like that I'll tell him that I like, and I like them. Like, I'll give examples. I'm not gonna give you in-depth examples, but sometimes I like it soft and sensual, but then sometimes I like it when he get rough. I really like when he take control and he get bossy. I love that shit. That shit is so fucking sexy. So it's just different things that we all get into. I'm into different things. And I think that it varies from time to time. Is whatever we doing at that particular time is just what we doing. So yeah. Yeah. I like it when he takes charge though. So let me bring it back from the sexual extent of things and let's get into some other shit. Because we're adults. Welcome to the world of adulthood. How can one become a single parent in a two-parent household? Well, I'll explain that to you, even though, and I'm going to explain that to you again from experience because I grew up in a two-parent household, but I'm going to be real with you. My mom was more of, and don't get it messed up. My dad, he is very much a piece still to this day. Like, he think me and my sister is some babies or something. Like, to this day, like, he treats us like his baby, his little princesses, including my daughter as well. But when we were younger, he was working a lot. And I'm talking about he worked like 2 jobs. And don't get it twisted, my mom worked too. And she went to school, but she played the role of more of the role of the parent because she was more available to. That didn't mean that my dad didn't want to. But if we're being real, we keeping a buck, it was a 2-parent household and she kind of played the role of a single parent because he was always working. And that's nothing against him. He had to get out there and get that bread, and that's what he did. But that's how the cookie crumbles. So that is how a parent can become a single parent in a 2-parent household. If you don't know, now you know. Now I'm gonna come with a little personal tidbit, and then I'm gonna get to the love in a few minutes. And we're gonna get to some other stuff after the love. Okay. So possibilities and standards. We all lead with, oh, he has the possibility to be a greater dude, or she has the possibility to be what I want in a woman. And then these are the standards that I place because this is what I want. I learned not to expect anything from anyone. When you learn to not expect anything from anybody, you're not disappointed. Your feelings aren't hurt. You're not upset about it. Even down to back in the day, I probably and it's weird. It's so weird now because because I know what he does for a living. He's a musician. He out a lot and he does gigs, and sometimes he might have to be on the road, and sometimes he got to be in the studio. That's just life. That's the life that I chose to live, right? So with me knowing that, I have no expectations. Do I get upset sometimes when I don't get my way? Yes, of course I do, and he hears it. I have temper tantrums, and He know I do, but I've been having these temper tantrums for a long time. See, that's what happens. You don't expect me to be any different than what I was. I don't expect him to stop doing what it is that makes him money. And I hope that he doesn't expect for me to stop having my temper tantrums. I'm not. If I want you with me, holding me, touching me, and caressing me, and I can't get it, I'm going to have a little temper tantrum until I can have it. See, the lack of expectations. We just don't expect each other to change to cater to the other person. You know what I'm saying? I learned to not expect and just I choose to realize what I signed up for. It's just that simple. I'm not going to try to change anybody into what I want them to be. You cannot turn anybody into what you want them to be. You decide you just decide to make better choices. Either that's the person for you or it's not, but you can't make a person be what it is that you want them to be. And if you choose this certain person and you know that this person comes with all of these things, then you have to accept it. And then you have to make a conscious decision on whether or not that's where you want to be at. And that's real. That's as real as I possibly can be. I can't make you what I want you to be. You already were who you were before you got here. So I just gotta understand it. Now there's some shit that I won't deal with. Don't ever get it twisted. There's some things that I'm absolutely not gonna ever be cool with. I'm not gonna rock with it. I'm not gonna stand with it. But I know what those limitations are. And if they come to the light, then I have to make a conscious decision on whether or not that's where if I want to stick with it, if I want to deal with it. It's just what it is. But you definitely cannot stop with these standards and what you think stop. Know what you got and make a conscious decision on if that is what you want. And that's just that. I gotta get to the love real quick. What time is it? Oh, we did good. I got some more to talk about, but I do want to get to the love. Shout out to anybody that's watching right now. A big love to you, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, wherever you watch it from. Let me get a swig of water. Talking can give you dry mouth. But, and I promise you, ain't no like here nothing. The only thing that go in this cup is water. It's too big for anything else. All you can really have in there is water. Well, you could put coffee or tea in there, but I don't need that much caffeine in my life. My coffee cup, this is my coffee cup. That is my water cup. And it keeps everything cold, and I love that cup because of it. But shout out to anybody who's watching on any of those platforms. I appreciate you for being here. Let me put that down because I don't need it anymore. And I want to show y'all this clip, so let me get to the love. But big shout out to my listening audience. They show love, they show up, they download. Some come back for more. Some think I'm too much and they never come back. But it's cool because you came that one time and that was enough for me. But anyway, so I want to show love, and y'all know how I do this. If you listen to the show, if you don't listen to the show, I'm going to tell you how I do this. So what I do is the top countries, I show them love first. That does not mean that I love any of you any less. That just means these are the people who show the most love. So I got to show them love first. But I love you all equally. I love you all the same. So it's just what it is. So we're going to go country by country, and then we're going to do the cities as well. So we're going to get to it. The United States, my country. Thank you, babies. And when I say, man, this country of mine, y'all don't have to, but y'all do. Oh, man. I'm going to just say, you guys, I'm not going to give the percentage, but I'll say you guys are in the top 80 percentile. You are the 80 percentile of my listener. 80. I hate to say 80. I want to say like 85, maybe. 80 the percentage is about 85% of my listening audience. So I thank you guys so much for holding it down. It's nothing like your own country showing you love like they should. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. France, been here since day one. I know I'm still butchering I didn't even see. I'm not butchering the name of your city, though. I just don't say it because that way I'm not butchering it. But that doesn't mean I don't love you, France, because I adore you. I got a lot of things that I need to see in France. Um, Especially in Versailles. I need to get there. I'm a history lover, and it's a lot. In Paris and Versailles and Marseille. Listen, France, I love you guys, and it's probably a lot of other areas that I don't know about in France, but I love you guys. You guys are amazing, and yeah, Marseille, Versailles, Paris, yeah, it's a couple of other places though I need to get to. A lot of history there, so I love it. I love you, France. Germany, there are some things I need to see in Germany as well. Big shout out, but I'm mad because it's the end of October, and I would love to be at Oktoberfest, but whatever. I love you, Germany. India, need to come there as well. Some things I need to see, and there's some things I need to learn in India. So big shout out to India. And the UK. Of course, I need to come to the UK. First of all, 1, 2, 3 of these countries are my people, and we'll go through my DNA one of these days. But a couple of these countries, I descend from. So, of course, I want to know about my history, and the UK is one of those. The UK, and then there's also Ireland, and it's a couple of other countries I need to get to in Europe. But yes, I know somebody said once that I love the Europeans too much, and it's like, no, that's part of my DNA. I'm supposed to know who I am. That's just like me cutting off my Native American roots. Like, are you serious? Whatever. And there's a lot of people in this country that say they have Native American roots, but I have documentation to prove it. But anyway, so yeah, the United States, France, Germany, India, and the UK. I love you guys. Thank you for holding it down and staying solid with your girl. Now, that does not mean I don't love you all the same. Brazil, I love you. Netherlands, I love you. Singapore, I love you. South Africa, I love you. You know I love Africa, period. My peoples come from West and South Africa. It's just what it is. I love you, Africa. Spain, I love you. Got a couple of some roots there too. Philippines, I love you. Belgium, I love you. Australia, I love you. Japan, I love you. Mexico, I love you. Ireland, hey babies, roots, I love you. Nepal, I love you. Mauritius, I love you. Israel, I love you. Canada, I love you. Hong Kong, I love you. I'm not done. Russia, I don't know how that happened, but I love you, Russia. Thank you for coming through and checking the podcast. Switzerland, don't know how that happened either, but hi, Switzerland, I love you. Yeah, Holland and all that. I love Holland too, because we don't want to leave Holland out. Turkey, I love you. I'm still learning. They trying to teach me a little something here and there. I'm trying to get it. I'll get it together one day, Turkey. I like y'all because y'all come through and try to teach me stuff. So it's cute to me. Austria, not Australia, Austria. This is the birthplace of Marie Antoinette, among many other royal people. Yeah, Austria, I love you. Thank you. I do. Now let me give these cities some love. San Jose. Let's just say the Bay Area, period. Because it's not just San Jose. It's San Fran. Man, hold up. Don't play with me. Yeah. Oh, phew. No, we got some love in Los Angeles as well, but San Fran, it's San Jose. Man, let me see what else we got here. Hold on. Hayward. It's the Bay. It's the Bay, y'all. I love the Bay. Shout out to the Bay Area. But yeah, San Jose been day one, so boo, and I appreciate it. Columbus, Ohio, Habus, I see you too, and I appreciate you so much. Baltimore, Maryland, my city. Hi, babies, I love you. Thank you so much. France, now we know. I just had a conversation with y'all about this. I'm not about to butcher nothing that is France. I love France too much for that. I told you I got some places. And y'all, when I come over there, don't be mad at me if I don't get it right. I don't speak French. I speak English. And then on top of that, I speak American English and not the Queen's English. So you can't get too mad at me. Just work with me. Spring Valley, Nevada, because Nevada be holding me down. I told y'all that. Like, stop playing with Nevada. Frankfurt. Hi, Germany. I love you guys. Thank you. Washington, Virginia. I love you. Ashburn, Virginia. I love you. North Las Vegas, Nevada. I said Nevada on period. They hold me down. Norton Shores, Michigan. I love you. Shout out to Chicago, Illinois. Boardman, Oregon. I love you guys. Hi, babies. Atlanta, Georgia. Now, y'all, let me tell y'all something about Atlanta, Georgia. They've been coming through on the come through. And yeah, I love them. They're amazing. Yeah. Ain't got not a bit of beef with. I love you, Atlanta. Thank you for coming through. Las Vegas, Nevada. Told you they hold me down in Nevada. Owens Mills, Maryland, down the street. Pikesville, Maryland, up the street. I love you guys. Boulder City, Nevada. I'm just saying, Nevada. I love you guys. All right, let's see if I can get it together, India. Hi, India. Run Metro, Manila, because there is always a thriller in Manila. But let me tell y'all something, because I want to say this one right here, just because this is amazing. Hold on. Because I want to make sure this is the same place before I shot them all the way out. But I believe that is the same place. Hold on, let me get into it. Put my marker here. Let me put my marker here. Okay. No, it's not the same place, but I'll just say this. The state of New York, period. I see the other areas as well. Areas like Smithtown and Oyster Bay and St. James. I'm trying to make sure I'm correct about all these places and Wakefield. And it's a lot of other places that I could name, but I would be at this all night long. Big shout out to Texas as well, Dallas and Houston. I see y'all. But I can't do everybody. Not right now. Anyway, we still haven't made it to our milestone for me to sit down and really go through city by city and all of that good stuff. But when we get to the milestone, I will do it. I promise you I will. And I don't even make promises that I can't keep, but I promise you I will. But the love is amazing, and I appreciate you guys so much. And we're getting close to the milestone. We just haven't made it there. But I appreciate you guys so much, and I love you for it. So thank you. All right, I gotta get to. I thought we was gonna get to. Nah, I'm gonna run over just for 1 second because I want to play this one video really, really quick. This touched my heart. And since we all in the adulthood type of area tonight, I feel like this is a video that should be played. Because this means a lot. And this goes to show you that if you really have love and it's real love, then you know. When it's real, you know. So I'm going to play this video. It's so touching to me. Hold on. Let me pause it. And then I'm going to bring it onto the screen really quick. Because this just melted my heart today. I was like, oh, I'm a softie. Like, things make me cry. So this was one of them things. I didn't cry, but it could have probably brought tears to my eyes if I ain't had this podcast going on right now. Now listen to this.
And that's all based around products. But, if I'm really being honest, bro, if I lost it all, I felt like I almost lost it all this ship. For those who don't even know the story, my wife, she had placenta previa, during the pregnancy of our child, our daughter, and she almost bled out. So I almost lost it all, and it showed me like and showed me just for the love of a woman, like, you can overcome everything. Like, all I need is her. I swear to God, all I need is her. All I need is her.
Let me get back on this mic. When I say y'all, I was like, this. Woo, let me turn this off. I was like, yes, because when it's real, you know. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I get where he coming from and I get where she coming from because for the first time in my life, I feel like I have somebody that on some real talk, like, he's the best love I ever had. And I'm gonna just be honest with you and not saying a lot. But anyway, let me get to this with the things I need to say before I get out of here. First things first, if you would like to come on this look, it's telling me what time it is. If you would like to come on this podcast, hit us up ambitiously the podcast at gmail.com. We are always open to new guests. I love doing interviews. That's my favorite part. If you're looking for advertisement, you can use that same email address as well. The link is in the description above or below, depending on how you're watching it. Or if you just have a suggestion, we're open to those as well. I'm not changing my time slot because it's kind of set in stone at this point. And I'm going to be doing other things that will take up other time slots anyway, so I don't want to mess that up. If you would like to come on the show, drop a comment or, call in or text anytime. Even if we're not on air and you watch the show after the fact that it aired, you can always drop a text or a voicemail and I will play it on air or say it on air. And if you're able to catch the podcast while it's live, then ask me to drop a link and you can come on the show too. Any music that we play, we do have permission to play. I would not play any music that we don't have permission to play. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. Any like, any share is greatly appreciated. King Gerald, thank you again. I saw your like for the Monday show. I appreciate that. You might be mad at me right now because of the things that I said, but I don't care. I meant what I said. Well, go check out our website, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. Again, that is www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. We have some things going on over there. What time is it? Oh, okay, I gotta get out of here. I did get to play that one video, so I'm happy about it. So let me tell y'all a few things, because y'all need to hear these things. First of all, mind your motherfucking business. Mind your business. Come here on Mondays and I will tell you other people's business, but for the most part, mind your business. Everybody's business is not your business. Love your babies, hug your babies, encourage your babies, tell them, oh my gosh, I'm glad her schoolwork is not in here because I was about to hold my baby's grades up and I don't need to be doing that on this podcast tonight, but encourage your babies, tell them they can be the best. They could be anything they want to be. And whatever it is that they decide they want to be the best at it, because that's the encouragement they need. You are their first example of love and acceptance and endurance. So show them love, man. Hug them, kiss them. They want to work for NASCAR. Tell them to be the best NASCAR driver they want to be, or pit boss. But whatever it is, tell them they the best. And then last but not least, because I got some things to tell you, stay in your lane, dude. Stay in your lane. You know why? Stay in your lane, because you jump in my lane, you getting this. That's what comes with jumping in my lane. Now, you don't want that. You want this. She's sweeter and cuter and cuddlier. Yeah. Stay in your lane. And you know what? Especially when it comes down to my religious beliefs. Stay in your lane. Because you don't want that other one. She get vicious. She don't mean to, but she does. So stay in your lane. And then what happens usually when you jump in other people's lanes is you have a head-on collision. Who wants to be in a collision? Nobody. So just stay in your lane. But until Friday, y'all, because I'm going to be right back here on Friday. Yes, I am. I'm here every Friday. And when I come back on Friday, I'm bringing the heat, new music. We got a new video. I want you guys to give me your opinions on these videos as well as I played them. We got a new one that was sent in to us yesterday, I believe, or it was it today. It was one of the two. But tune in. Let me know what you think about the music that we're playing. Hit us up, all that good stuff. But until Friday, bye, y'all. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go be a mom. Good night. Bye. Oh, hold on.